magmumula ang mga buko.
Wala naman. Hindi pa ako nagpe-prepare.
Ako na, hindi ko nag-prepare.
Ito po. First na test namin. Nag-test po kami for a skin test.
But you know,
Napasa niyo dun sa
we're very blessed that we can talk to our director, to our producer, to our writer. We can collaborate with them. If we have questions, they're there for, you know, any advice sa kailangan namin gawin. This is the first time that we are all together. So this is the first time that we meet our co-actors and our people now. We will be spending our home for the next 2 weeks in July. So I think it's a collaborative work between everyone and also the chemistry between all of us na parang tutulong dun sa pag-prepare dun sa role.
I think parang the preparation is a lot about knowing the history itself. And then,
na lang may libro.
Oo. Meron silang binigay sa amin na parang
Mas makapal sa
CULION
script eh.
Bible namin. Yeah. So, pwede namin aralin from there. And then, I think when you integrate it with the way they would like to tell the story, everyone will kind of have a reflex towards their character, knowing the background of bukod sa story na gusto namin kwento.
Meron din nga pala kaming mild immersion, sabihin na natin, for like a day and a half, 2 days before we start filming. So I think that's very, very crucial so that we already feel that we are part of the community by the time we roll.
Welcome!
Oo.
Oh, Tita P.
Go, Alvin.
Ay, ayan na.
Kay Alvin, si Direk Alvin is here.
Direk! Direk!
Camera shy.
Nagbanyo. Nagbanyo.
Ramdaman niya.
To follow.
Let's revisit that.
Hi ladies. I was able to actually be like a little ahead of you guys. Have been able to immerse in CULION like a couple of days ago.
We should be asking you questions.
I'm a little still brown skinned because of it. But aside from the beaches, aside from everything that I've seen here, it was mostly the people that actually really moved me. I think that's one of the things that you probably know, of course, it's the people above anything else.
Correct.
They were really hungry, something to that extent. This is all like famous, like a really big thing for them to actually be able to, for you to like bring, you know, to make a film and attention to the theirs is like a third-class municipality. It's really hard even for the mayor to actually do a lot of the arrangements because of course being a third-class municipality a very low budget and there aren't like many hotels in the area, but there are like a lot of people that are very welcoming and probably would be able to like accommodate you in their homes without question.
When you say that they're hungry, you mean physically
No.
or like hungry for this film to be made? Like
That's one of it. But two, actually the head, Dr. Hernandez, he was like a lot hesitant for this because he's very protective. He comes from a generation of people who have Hansen's disease. He's like second generation, if I'm not mistaken. And there have been like a lot of movies that have been made here in CULION, but none of them actually were up to par to his standards because either they dealt more on the disease. Well, let's not call it disease now. It's not a disease, it's a condition. There has to be like a politically correct term for everything.
of course.
They're very sensitive about that. And
They should be.
Well, going to my question, that was like a whole huge story. But I love the experience just to be there. You have to also expect the doctor to be super strict above anything else on the things that you'll be doing in this movie. But I think Shandy's like really on it. And they're literally waiting for the script. That's how he wants it to be. And he wants like a certain thing to happen, which is this film should also show something to the extent of like having it like a medical breakthrough rather than just posing it on the sickness. They want that to happen. Okay.
That's really also our initial goal, because when Shandy talked about it, it's a very sensitive topic for them, and we want to protect that. That's why we're also doing this film. It's really for them.
Oh, going to my question. Again.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Yes,
insights.
Lovely.
I'm a little afraid of no, for me, I'm a little afraid of you guys actually doing this. Not because of the capability of everybody, but you've got an ensemble cast of like a different caliber, and you have the production team who actually knows how to do their job. There might be a little resistance on the part of the people of CULION. How would you like to maybe address that if in case you were asked by one or more of the people who would be there?
Ang hirap eh. Kasi paano nga ba? Parang, I think the very first thing that we need to show is that we are coming from a place of love. Parang we're doing this because we want it's just positive energy. Like, alam mo, you just need to show them that your intentions are pure. This is not to trying to look for the word, but it's not just to hype it. That's not the word I'm looking for. But exploit. Thank you. We don't want to exploit it. We want to create awareness as to what truly happened. Maybe for only a certain period of time, because 40s na to. But we want to create awareness around Culion's history and where it is now. Siyempre yung where it is now will come during promo. Yeah. So the story itself, like I said, is a story of hope, which is what they had. And that's why they found the cure. Everybody had a hope, had high hopes. And that's what happened. Now they've been declared since kailan ba? 2006. Free from this condition. So,
And also because sila direct naman, sila Shandy, si Sir Ricky, and everybody in the team, they're also very, very conscious about it. They always explain it to us that this is how the people are in CULION, and you have to be very, respectful of the place, of their story, and that, we have to assure them that it's not to create, like yun nga, sinasabi niyo, to exploit them. So it's really about creating this beautiful story for them.
My second question is for Lee. I don't know if you got like the chance to actually read about.
we have the script.
Alright. But as I mentioned earlier, the chief doctor, had us like an impression of what your role would be, but it was mostly like not a dictator, but more of like a god. You're like the person who who would actually like know who would go in and out of the place. You'll be the judge, jury, everything. Yeah, it's quite a big role. How are you ready for this?
Well, I've done a little bit of research about the gentleman who was there previously during this time period. I believe it was a Dr. Wade was his name.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen is he had a pretty positive impact on the place. Actually stayed around till his death in 1968. I might be throwing the years off, but he was about 80 years old. So he stayed there with his wife. So in terms of I mean, I'm hearing your question in two parts. I mean, first of all, like, I understand, you know, that, you know, the kind of role of the doctor was running things much like metaphorically Americans were running things in the Philippines at that point. Also in terms of dictating what I'm going to do, I mean, I'd be happy to listen to the guy, but I also answer to my director and my producers. So there will probably be a discussion with them to understand what exactly the project is. But having read the script and knowing where we're going with it, I think the position isn't fully focused due to the fact that we're also touching a little bit of entertainment here. It's not fully focused on the director or God. It's more of his disciples at that point. And also to the fact that, I think, like especially what I'd like to believe is hearing your previous questions about the disease and about representing the people there well. I don't know how well we're going to be able to get into the medical side of things, but I think if we can at least show them in a nice light, show them having hope, show them overcoming obstacles, maybe we can spurn the curiosity and the hope with other people to actually care about CULION and raise it from a third class barangay, or I might be, what's the term? Municipality, okay? So I don't know, I'll admit I don't know anything about the Hansen's disease, condition or leprosy. I can't medically clarify things with you right now. But it can definitely show that the people there overcame a lot of things, because we can also remember that the time period we're hitting, leprosy wasn't the only thing going on. There was kind of a world war going on. So we've got layers of things we need to be very wary of. And I think as entertainers and as actors, we're more focused on being able to portray a beautiful story involving beautiful people that overcame a not so beautiful situation.
Ang ganda nun.
Brian, you're my favorite now.
You came prepared. I'm sorry. Research is ready. Dr. Wade.
Kilala niya si Dr. Wade.
1968, I think.